Record. Hello, everyone.
Hey!
Welcome to
Ah!
40 Minutes. What is this, episode 4?
Hey,
Is this 4?
five. I think it's five.
5.
Five already.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
we're more than a month. Time really flies by.
Well, let's get this out of the way. Nightbirds is out everywhere.
When did
Yes,
when
it
did it
is.
come out?
That came out Friday, the 8th.
May
And
8th.
now it's the whatever.
People have been telling me.
Not the
They've
8th
been coming
anymore.
up to me on the street. Everyone, they'll walk up to me 6 feet away from me, and they'll point at me and they'll say, "Are you one of the guys that put out that Nightbirds record?" And I'll say, "Yeah," and they'll throw tomatoes at me.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if
I've
you
gotten
guys.
some pretty
What
good
have you
reviews
guys?
from it.
Oh, you got great reviews from it. I've been getting pelted. John, would you stay still?
you've been getting tomato reviews. I
Yeah,
don't leave the apartment, so I haven't gotten any reviews yet.
yeah. I
All
mean,
I
I
need
just literally stepped on my front step and I got a tomato thrown right at my head.
is
Gotten a couple of good reviews with I remember one person. It would be like one of those quote things for like a trailer. Savage was the word that was used.
Savage.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the word that it was given.
I kind of like it.
I like that too.
We've heard Golden. This new record's Golden.
Mm,
We've heard um, um, uh, they're happy to get that 1940 sound back. A lot of people like this a whole lot, and so far so good.
makes you feel good.
Definitely
Yeah,
does.
Thank you, people.
really does.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who's listened so far, and everyone that
Mhm.
will listen in the future.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely the right direction in our career.
John,
Real quick,
what are you
why don't
drinking?
we all, in retrospect, how do we feel about the album now that it's out there and anyone can hear it?
I'll go first. I'm super proud of it. It's the most it's the most it's definitely the most work we did on something ourselves. And it was the most
Definitely.
involved, even though all the songs on Marconi and our Christmas song, you know, me and Matthew did the Christmas song, but
Different
you know,
experience.
that was a different experience. This was like a legit collaborative, four people working towards the same goal kind of thing. And obviously we had help from Tony Mascara Jr. Because we recorded it at his place. But you know, all the mixing, all the mastering, it was a great learning experience, and we're getting better. And I think that this is great for like the first thing that we ever put out with our, you know, our complete, you know, whatever. That really fell apart at the end, but
That was
Yeah.
great.
Well said.
I was just letting you try and recover for
That was
yourself.
yeah, I think it's
overall
great
that was great.
to it
Yeah.
and understand that we fucking did it ourselves, and I'm proud of that like crazy.
I like it. I like the review.
I think I'm motivated. I think that's the main thing. My main takeaway.
Oh
Is
yeah,
I'm motivated because I always listen to things. I always listen to everyone else's music like it's amazing, and then I listen to our music like what the like oh my god, like I'm always in my head. Every time I listen to one of our songs, I'm mixing it. Like I still do that with the Marconi EP. Like I'm still mixing it in
Oh
my
shit.
head every single time I listen to it. So I think for me, it's hard to not be critical of every single thing we do.
Mm,
I am really proud of it. John, your head looks great. I am really proud of it. Um, but on the same sense, I'm also really motivated. It just motivates me to get better. So I think
Definitely. Yeah. Literally same here. Like obviously very proud of it, and hearing how much people love specific songs or specific parts.
some people like it
Love
more
it.
than me.
Yeah.
yeah.
But also definitely make like also still a learning experience because it makes me be like, okay, we know even more what to do for the next one.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I
Ooh,
can't wait.
sorry.
to get
Mad,
working on the
mad
next one.
respect to every mix engineer and mastering engineer and recording
So tough.
engineer in the world. They're the
Real
people
quick,
that make music sound great, and you don't even know about them. So if you're just a normal
Very
person,
true.
there's so many people that make the songs you love sound great, and you have no idea what their names are. You probably never will, and you'll forget that they even exist. So
we got
The
some really
unsung
cool.
heroes.
We got some really cool comparisons on this record too. So far, we have the Strokes, the Arctic Monkeys, Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was kind of a
that one
surprise.
came out of left field.
That made me really happy. We got a couple ones that I never heard of. What the fuck? It's like this '90s punk band that I can't remember what they were called, but they have some like couple million views on like they're more popular than I'm giving credit for. But so yeah, I'm really.
Was it better than Ezra? Was that one of the bands?
No,
Does that sound familiar? No.
doesn't sound familiar, but it could be. And I just I mean, look at me.
I
haven't had
remember I
in-
remember seeing that comment too, but I forget the band also. So I just pulled that one out.
It might be. It's something with like it's more than like a couple names, but I don't feel like looking it up. But yeah, I'm really happy with Nick. I'm sorry I cut you off. What was your thoughts on it?
Honestly, right now I can't get enough. Like we uploaded the songs to the streaming services like a month ago, and I purposely didn't listen to it, until it was on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. And
Me too.
I like Matthew. I can hear a few things like, oh, we should have done this better, but like they're just a few things, and overall, well done. And I think it's just gonna get better from here. So
Rich King
no
loves the
complaints.
drums. Oh, am I right?
What was that?
I said a Rich King thing because I was texting him. He loves the drums on Am I Right? I should say that to you, Nick.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. I think I only overproduced the bass drum. I think everything else was like whatever was on the band computer from the beginning. But thank you, Rich King. I really appreciate that. That means a lot.
My one friend who's a drummer, Matthew, loves your vocals at the end of Summer Song. He cannot get enough of them.
Oh, really?
He
yeah.
loves them.
Great.
That makes me happy.
That was a special
That's
moment.
and that's a little I remember when we were doing that in practice when we were like making the part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there should be something there, and I tried it at practice, and Nick was like, "I think you should do this note."
That was so
Let's
last
record it
And
and
he
do
did
it.
them both.
Yeah, and I did them both. And I was like, it took me a while. It was like a high one. I think that the Nick version, the Nick way, sounds a little bit better. So listen to your bandmates, everyone else that's in a band. Listen to your bandmates and don't turn down any ideas.
Good advice.
But yeah,
So
that's
what
awesome.
else we
Really
got going
happy to
on?
hear that. I'm really proud of that. That might be. Trying to say that might be my most proud moment on the record.
Yeah, it's where you shine vocally for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Black Panther.
Hey.
So we're not the only people tooting our own horn about this new record. We actually had some press done. Me and Matthew got interviewed by South Philly Review a couple days ago, and that article will be out tomorrow. I don't know. I guess on
The
their
link's
website.
going to be everywhere.
Yeah, we'll have the link out and everything when we get it. But
most people aren't going to leave their house to get a paper in this pandemic, so the
we
link will be
sat down
everywhere.
with Mark
I don't.
Zamaro.
Yeah, I don't want to mispronounce his last name, but I think that's what his last name is.
I think it's Zamaro.
Zamaro or Zamaro.
Yeah, so we're really excited that'll be out tomorrow.
What a nice guy, fellow lover of hockey.
Oh yeah, big Flyers fan, big hockey fan, big sports fan. Overall, good guy. Yeah, very excited to have that out. We haven't. We don't know what he said about it. Maybe he hates it, but it didn't seem like it. So we're really excited for that to come out.
Some of the pictures that are going to be featured on there by our dear friend Fred Hassel. If just the pictures we sent over to him, one of them is there.
Photography.
Yeah, so check him out. And then I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Olivia Fontani. something like that.
Liv.
Yeah, she's gonna have some photo credit on there too. So check both of those people out. They do some great click look pictures.
Yeah,
Thank you, Liv.
both killed it in their different times.
Oh,
I
and
think
Scott, what am I saying? Scott Bravo got a shot in there too. I don't know if that one's gonna be used.
I didn't. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was that the one we played in
in
New
New
York?
York. Yeah.
Yeah, the acoustic gig.
And Anbil booked.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
good.
okay.
They had what was that drink I got? It was so good.
I just thought you were drinking Guinness all night. Oh,
No,
yeah, there was a
mixed
drink
it was
there.
like an apple something. It was like an apple pie drink. It was so great.
Oh,
Here
yeah, I
in-
love mixed drinks.
What is it? Was it Brooklyn or the Bronx?
It was the Bronx.
The Bronx.
In the Bronx, go to Anbil Bach and get you an apple, whatever.
It's the most South Philly way ever. Anbil bocked.
Pardon our accent.
was losing his mind on Facebook, and it's my favorite thing because he's like, I guess he's slowly losing his mind on Facebook before the quarantine, but he's turned it up.
Oh God.
So go follow him.
Hashtag pray for Scott.
Go friend him on Facebook and tell him that we sent you.
John,
Thank you, Scott.
so everyone check out the South Philly Review article. It's going to be out tomorrow everywhere. If you have something that gets on the internet, you could say it. And if you really,
Also, they
really
might
want
deliver
to,
it
go get
from
the paper.
spot.
Yeah, if it gets delivered to your front door, that's also cool. So go check that out. Before we move on, we have a big week this week. John, what is on your head? Are you breaking into another new genre?
No,
Are you wearing a pair of panties on your head?
No, I wish. This is just
Hey,
this is hold on. Should I change the quality? Tell me if this sounds better.
you should change everything about yourself.
John's breaking the fourth wall.
I think that's better. Yeah.
Is that
Can you
better?
hear me better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah. That's much better.
So, this is an ear warmer that's on
Oh
my head,
wow,
but
it's
I'm
so
using
much
it.
better.
A little too
I'm
much
using
better.
it as a. I'm using it as a head warmer,
Oh okay.
and I voted for Bernie.
So wait, what
That
does
was
that got to
today?
do with your? What does that have to do with your head warmer?
Well, he gave me this as a present after I voted for him.
Oh, John,
Bernie
the
head
Pennsylvania-
warmer.
Three free hospital visits in the next 3 years.
Pennsylvania primaries have been delayed. Is this from the 2016 primaries?
Probably.
No, it was best looking guy from Vermont contest.
Yeah, that's no contest right there.
Nah.
Burn man.
So yeah, South Philly Review Wednesday. Me and Matthew are live Sunday. Every Sunday we go live and play a couple songs during the quarantine. We have a new segment coming out Thursday. It's called Nick's Pick.
Woo!
Ooh.
It's going to be on all social media platforms. And we're not going to give away what he picked, but just know that he sounds like an angel giving this review, and we're really
Just
excited
knows.
to post it.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Also, new segment. We have our weekly segments that we like to throw
John
out
likes
there.
to throw.
This is has Josh ever skateboarded? Josh?
No.
That's all, folks.
What a segment.
See you next week.
I have next week's segment. Is Josh Tony Hawk in disguise?
Spoiler.
Speaking, John just showed me earlier they're remastering Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 for
Ooh.
our current gen consoles. That'll be cool. Oh, I'm reading a new book. The Trials of Apollo, Book 2. John, what do you say?
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
God, who taught this kid manners? That's what everyone's gonna ask.
That was a hiccup. It wasn't a burp.
That was not a hiccup.
No, I just hiccuped just now.
And they're also not hiccups; they're hiccups.
They're hiccups. I'm saying hiccup.
Hiccups, she cups, who cups?
Hey,
Double D cups. You know what I'm saying?
oh, big jugs. Again, pardon his accent.
So Trials of Apollo. So far, it's really good. Book 2. I really like Rick Ward and everything he does. So I'm happy that I started that. That's what's been keeping me occupied. That and New Japan Pro Wrestling. But that's for another time.
Oh, cool.
So I think I don't know. We have a doubleheader this week. Should we break into it now?
Yeah, let's do
Sure.
it. I'm so excited.
This is going to be a tough
oh
fucking. Oh man, this is going to be a really tough week.
So real fast, if you're just tuning in to if this is your first 40 minutes, we have started a 32 song college basketball like bracket, and we decide what the best song is out of the 32 songs. So far, we had Come As You Are versus Even Flow, and Even Flow won by fan vote. Super Bass versus Teenage Dream, and Teenage Dream won by fan vote. So when we tie, there's 4 of us. When we tie two versus 2, we have fan vote on Facebook and Instagram, and then that's how we keep using the loop, and that's how you can decide who moves on. This week, we'll start off with Don't Stop Believing versus Livin On A Prayer.
We want to start with that, or do we want to start with the other one?
Mm.
It doesn't matter. We'll start with
All
the
right,
other one.
you already announced. It doesn't. I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's a heavier. I think those 2 are heavy hitters.
Well, then let's do Vogue versus Born This Way first, which is just as tough. Vogue versus Born This Way. That was harder for me actually. Should I go first?
Wow.
I'll go first.
They were
This
You should
one.
go first.
really hard for me, and you know what? I should announce now. I haven't even made my pick yet.
Ooh.
Ooh. Down to
So
the
That's
wire.
how hard. That's how hard it is right now.
I actually did work like a school project on this. I listened to both of them and then wrote out a paragraph on each, and then wrote a final paragraph on what I picked. So I'll just get to the final paragraph. I
You're
feel like
very dedicated.
Yeah, I love this so much. I feel like I would have picked Vogue if it was shorter, but halfway through, I was hoping it was almost over. Gaga's is a minute shorter and musically has almost as many fun little shits in it, just as much as Vogue. I hate talking in songs from pop stars. It drives me crazy, and if Gaga did any more of that in this song, I would have picked Vogue. But she kept it to a minimum, so Gaga wins this one for me. So I picked Born This Way over Vogue.
All right.
Nick, you should go next.
So for this one, it's automatically Born This Way, and that's a combination of nostalgia and for I guess similar reasons to John. Now I noticed that there is this they have like a similar bridge with the talking. Like they both kind of go into this talking, this rhythmic talking, which I know Lady Gaga. I mean, you can throughout a lot of her music, you can hear the influence from Madonna. And I think even one song was like under review of like her stealing some sort of musical element from it.
I think it
From
was
Madonna. I
Express
don't.
Yourself. And,
Oh yeah.
and Born This Way.
Way.
I think that's
I think
why I
you're
didn't
right.
pick those 2 together, because you almost have to give it to Madonna on the
Just 'cause
sheer
it's-
fact that it's kind of stolen. You know what I
Like a
mean?
who done it first.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I didn't pick that one, because that's actually me and my mom were arguing about that. But
They were, and
I-
it was not
I
a
think-
short argument.
I think you can have them similar. The songs have to be similar or in the same genre, but they can't be so exact. You know what I mean? So that's why I didn't pick that.
Sure.
Because then, but I'm sorry, continue.
That makes sense. No, yeah. That's what. Because I remember, like, I saw this on the bracket, and I was like, oh man, like, is this the? I knew it was Born This Way, but I couldn't remember what Madonna song. After I listened to Vogue, I figured, oh, obviously it wasn't this one. But I did notice, like, in both bridges, they do like this talking thing, and but yeah, that was just like a little tidbit. But yeah, it's Born This Way for me as well.
All right.
You
This
wanna
is
go,
not
John?
as close as I. Yeah. This is not as close as I thought it was going to be. I expected a more even vote. It's also Born This Way for me.
Wow.
Completely no different reasons other than what was said. I literally was listening to the Madonna song and I was like, this goes on way too long. Like, I'm bored of it now. And then the very similar bridges.
wow.
But I just like, for the Lady Gaga song, I like it better because it might be a product of its time. It's more just powerful with its message, whereas Vogue is a little, I guess, more hidden. But yeah, I go Born This Way.
All right, so I have a different take on both of these songs than I think anyone does. I actually really like the talking and pop songs, personally. I think I don't know why I like it. I just listened to the last time I listened to these songs was just now before we started the podcast. I was listening to them on my Bluetooth speaker, and I was taking a shower and I was washing my hair, and I zoned out and I didn't even realize Vogue was still on. So that's really not a good sign for Vogue. That's really not a good sign for Vogue. And then I put on Born This Way and I started thinking. So I think that's a much better sign for Born This Way. The talking and pop songs, I actually really like. I think it works well, and I think it works better in Vogue than it does for Born This Way. But I also think what she's talking about is kind of just like, all right, we get it. You like James Dean because he looks cool and he's dead. At the time, he was dead, and he's still dead. And you like Marlon Brando because he's kind of, it's Marlon Brando, obviously. And okay, Marilyn Monroe, whatever. People like Marilyn Monroe. So I think for my purposes, I went with Born This Way. And the main reason I did, because I also got bored of Born This Way around the same time as Vogue. And I discovered today that I actually don't think I like either song as much as I thought I did. To me, they're both just at this point in my head. But I think Born This Way is a better song. And my main reason is messaging. I think maybe if you want to be a model and you want to feel fabulous, you listen to Vogue and that can make you feel good. But if you're like a 14-year-old that's struggling with their like identity in life because they might be gay or queer or something, and you listen to Born This Way, that might change your life. So I think that Born This Way is a much more impactful song.
Very good review.
That means
and you should live your live your truth. And
So
you
that
should always be
means-
allowed to live your truth. So I give it to Born This Way for that reason.
that means Born This Way. It's our first sweep so far that we ever done, and Born This Way wins 4-0. And just to for the fan vote as well, it won. Born This Way won 70%
Oh, okay.
against Vogue. So
There you go.
they all agree. Everyone agrees with us, and we are now moving on to the main event. Don't Stop Believin'
This
versus
is so hard.
This one's a tough
Don't
one.
Stop Believin'
This is
versus
so hard.
Livin' On A Prayer.
Oh, this is so hard. Oh my God.
This
There's
is
It was
really
actually easy for me, so I can go first if everyone
Okay.
else has
Go
a better
for it.
review than I do. So now this might be an unpopular vote, or not vote, but a reason. But my pick for this matchup, it's "Livin' On A Prayer," Bon Jovi for me.
okay.
I love Journey, but I don't get this song. I don't get why it's so popular. I listened to it today, and I think this was another good matchup by John, because they have the lyrics have similar themes, but I think "Living on the Prayer" just kind of drives the point home, whereas Journey, "Don't Stop Believin'" kind of just like floats into whatever. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess I won't stop believing, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be believing in. So "Living on a Prayer." Sorry, Journey.
Wow.
It's so hard. It was so much more difficult for me.
Mhm.
So much more difficult.
right,
Still
so,
haven't made my
real
decision.
fast. So I'm gonna
John wrote a paragraph. So what's your paragraph say?
I'm gonna say my paragraph, and then I'm gonna answer Nick's pick. So I picked
Spice.
Don't Stop Believing is my pick because it's not as ridiculous and not as much going on. Plus, I like the words better, and Steve Perry's voice is incredible. This is the least annoying Bon Jovi has ever been, and the bass line is great, but the real emotion and power lies within Journey and Steve Perry. Both songs were definitely manufactured in some kind of inspirational hit lab, but Journey's sounds less fake, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So both songs are you know, they're obviously meant to give you the same feeling, like, oh, we're gonna get over this, or you know, we're all
Right,
coming
right.
from this bad spot and we're gonna make it out, you know. But I feel like I just feel like there's more bones behind. Like I feel like "Don't Stop Believin" sounds like a real song, and "Living on a Prayer" sounds like a meme of an inspirational song. Even though "Living on a Prayer" is really good, but yeah, that's why I picked it. And also, so I think the lyrics are supposed to be ambiguous. Don't stop believing, hold on to that feeling of like, you know, that the song's really just, it's not really about like don't give up on your hope. It's more about living the moment. The I don't know. I feel like "Don't Stop Believing," we've all been walking around in the city, um, maybe a little drunk, maybe a little
Steve Perry was
exhausted.
definitely drunk when he was singing that.
That
Oh,
was
his
cool.
voice is so great. But
You know, if he picked any other Journey song, they probably would have won like immediately, in my opinion. But this is again unpopular opinion. This is my least favorite Journey song, and it's got like 800 million
It's
streams
so
on
big.
Spotify.
It's such a big
Yeah.
song.
yeah, I just love it. I think the reason why it's so ambiguous is because it's supposed to be, and I feel like it's more to capture that feeling of being out at night, you know, maybe a little rough from whatever the fuck you've been doing. But like it doesn't matter. Like take a midnight train going anywhere. Like you're just fucking, you know, you're just living that life. Don't give up on it. And Journey's like, I mean, and Living on a Prayer is more like, here's this made up story about these. This is what we think that people are going through.
Tommy and Gina.
Yeah.
Josh,
So
what do you think?
those people are fake, but the person under the street lamp is real. Is that that's what I'm gathering?
I've felt "Don't Stop Believing" like just being a street person for a little bit, and I just felt like I just street lights people. Oh,
Being
I'm like, yeah, that's
being
me. I'm
being
walking down the street. There's street
Like
lights.
I'm under the streetlight right now.
Josh,
Yeah,
what do you think
yeah.
about this? What do you think about all this?
Yeah, Josh.
So
Very
I'm
good.
still listening to them right now.
Oh, you're literally listening right now.
I'm literally listening right now. And even though I know Don't Stop Believin' is the better song, and I feel like it should be my pick, but like Living on a Prayer is such a cheese machine, and I want to keep listening to it. And I
And
don't know why.
I love the cheese machine.
Yeah, we have to copyright that.
It is such a cheese machine, and yet I'm still over here. I'm like, oh, this bass. But yeah, I'm picking Living on a Prayer.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know how. I just am.
I do love that bass line too.
It's so cheesy and so corny, but I'm still listening to it. Like
The
I
bass
like other
bass
Journey
line's
songs
incredible.
more. But
Agreed.
yeah.
This is so
I should
hard.
also say, "Don't Stop Believing" was my 8th grade graduation song.
Oh wow.
Oh, the
There's the
story,
bias.
the plot thickens.
Yeah, but when I grew
Yeah,
up,
but I'm
it
not.
just meant something else.
I'm unaffected by nostalgia.
That was his claim last week and the week before.
All right. All right.
Matthew.
I don't exactly know where I sit on either song yet, but I'm gonna talk myself through it. So, I think don't stop believing is an ambiguous song, like John said. that can be about anybody. And it's just a kind of a song about holding on to the, like John's saying, Midnight Train going anywhere. I feel like that song's more about your mentality, whereas Living on a Prayer is an actual story that's trying to be told. So I think they're two very different songs that way. They're very similar songs, as John said. It does sound like both of them were just written in a hit factory. Now, one thing I do know is Living on a Prayer was co-written with someone. I don't know if the Journey song was co-written with anyone. For all I know, the keyboard player might have wrote it. So my feelings are like, I'm kind of even on both songs, honestly. Like, Don't Stop Believing, one of the greatest intros both of them really have one of the greatest intros ever. But I think like I give points for Living on a Prayer's intro until Bon Jovi says "Once upon a time, not so long ago." Shut the fuck up. You ruined the intro. Keep your
Enter the cheese.
Keep your stupid mouth shut. I hate people that ruin that like ad libs that are unnecessary. Don't do it.
Dude,
Richie
talking in pop
Sambora,
songs.
Richie
Oh, there you
Sambora,
go.
but that's different because
Comes
that's
full
almost
circle.
like a verse. This is more like Bon Jovi. He just has to. He just so in the moment. He just has to say something. He just has to say something. You know what I mean? It's like, shut up. This isn't just your moment. This is the whole band's moment right now. And you know,
Even though
Richie
the band's called
Sambora,
Bon Jovi.
I know, but still. But Richie Sambora is killing it right now. The bass player is killing it right now. You have dramatic keyboards, but I understand why it's in there because people like that kind of stuff. To me, it's fluff. I think song construction-wise, they're both even. They're both very well-constructed songs. Neither songs have, you know, like the key change in Living on a Prayer is great. I don't think either singer wrote either of these songs. Well, especially Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi can't play the song at all anymore. So live versions are factored in a little bit now for me. The live version of Don't Stop Believin' and Journey is a much better live band than Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi can't sing any of the songs anymore.
I will say this
Oh,
though.
wow.
I don't know what Bon Jovi sounded like singing that when that came out though.
Oh, it sounded good. I listened to that too. So you listen to it now and listen to it later. Also, Richie Sambora's not in the band anymore, so their newer versions are. Bon Jovi is just a cheese factory of a band at this point, like Josh said. But it's to a whole nother level. But winding back, I don't know. It's just really hard because I actually do really like both songs, and I think there's a place for overdramatic rock pop songs like Living on a Prayer and Don't Stop Believin'.
Living on a Prayer had like 500 million streams, so it's only 300 million streams behind Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah. But I think at the time they're both. I mean, both songs are just timeless songs. So it's really tough to pick. I think I might be the most conflicted.
Don't Stop Believing's about. It's basically about like it just keeps going. No matter who you are, no matter what's going on, life just keeps rolling. And you know, you can either believe in yourself or don't. But you probably shouldn't stop believing.
When I'm listening to the very, very easy way for me to pick. When I'm in car rides with the band and when I'm in a car and I listen to the songs or they come on shuffle on my phone, I'll be more likely to change Don't Stop Believin' than Living on a Prayer.
Oh.
Because Don't Stop Believin', I'm just kind of like, all right, I get it. Like, I've heard you a million times. I feel like that song has become so a part of oldies radio, like classic rock radio now, that it's literally it's like a lamp in my room. It's just there. Like it's almost lost
20 times a day.
Whereas Living on a Prayer still has it's cheesy and all that, but it's a well constructed song. The melody's great. I think I have to give this to Living on a Prayer 51-49 by a point.
Wow.
By a point.
Wow.
And
that was
the
a
reason
struggle,
is
but you did
because
it.
I think this is also I could pick 10 other Journey songs that are great. I think this is Bon Jovi's only song that's actually a great song. Like great song, not just a good song. Because they have other
Wow.
good songs. Like "I'll Be There for You" is a good song. Cheesy
Well,
as
wait a
shit.
minute.
Cheesy as shit, but it's a good song. I can admit when something's a good song, even if it doesn't align exactly with my tastes. But this is
Mm.
Bon Jovi's only great song. Journey has
Wow.
a long list of great songs.
Very
I
true.
could like what is it? Separate Ways. I like Separate Ways
Yeah.
more than Living on a Prayer.
Yeah,
I
great
like what's
song.
that song? Who's Crying Now? I like that more than Living on a Prayer. What's that one song? By Journey. Any way you want it. That's the way you need it.
When the lights go down in the city.
When the lights go down, John, you froze. But yeah, when the lights go down in the city, I like all those songs more than Living on a Prayer.
So what did the people say? I'm curious.
Yeah, what do
I'm
the
curious
people
too.
say? Because the band picked Living on a Prayer.
1 second.
John, I don't mind that you're frozen right now because you look great.
Yeah, do I? That's a
You're
good. That's a
frozen.
good pick.
Yeah, your frozen picture looks fabulous.
He's
It's
working
hard
it
for
over
me
there.
to find this. 5, 6. So the people voted with me.
I believe
Okay.
It was very close. It was
that. Oh.
6 votes to 5 votes for Don't Stop Believin'.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And Facebook outvoted. Facebook voted for Living on a Prayer, and Instagram voted for Don't Stop Believin'.
Wow, that's how close
Interesting.
it is. Well, here's
So it
the
was
thing.
very close.
We're running out of time. Everyone, listen to Nightbirds. Check out our review coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned for Song v Song. John's going to
Real fast.
Real quick.
Basket case versus all the small things, and then God Only Knows versus something is next week.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
All right, everyone.
Yeah.
Stay tuned next week for more. We will see you guys later. Take care.
Wash
your
your
Peace,
hands.
hands.
40s.